Hi, Alexandra. It's so great to see you again.
Thank
I'm
you.
so glad to have you part of this session. What is it that you would like to talk about today?
Um, I don't really know. I mean, struggling with some stuff,
Okay.
but yeah.
You know what you're struggling with?
Um, yeah. I mean, I don't know if I really want to be talking about it. I don't really know you. I mean, this is our first session. I don't know if you're comfortable at all.
Okay, I can see that you're nervous. Just want to let you know that, whatever's in our office stays between me and you. It doesn't go outside of the office. Um, just make yourself really comfortable. If you feel like focusing on something right now, maybe an object or a picture in the room, you kind of like warm up. You don't have to come exactly, off, but I, hope we can get some progress of talking about whatever you may be dealing with right now.
Okay, I mean, kind of depressed.
Okay. So you're kind of depressed.
Yeah, I would say so.
Let's see. What may be causing the depression? Do you know?
I, I don't know. I feel so stupid.
Oh no, no need to feel stupid. This is a place where you can relax, be yourself, let all your emotions out. Just put it all on the table, and we can go through it little by little if that's something you would like.
They're really not that big problems, though. I mean, I feel like even stupid for coming here about them. It's just anybody can figure any of these out. I don't know.
We're not stupid. We all have issues in life, and what may be small to you may be big to me. What may be big to you may be small to you. But there's nothing too big or too small that we can't talk about, or that we can't go through and look at and figure out what may be causing you to be feeling a certain way or thinking a certain way. You want to probably talk about how you're feeling right now?
Well, right now, I'm feeling a little pressured.
Okay.
I feel a little uncomfortable. I appreciate you telling me that it's a safe place. I mean, everybody always says that in these things, but I mean, you actually feel like you mean it this time, rather than everybody else I've been to.
Okay.
I mean, I'm just anxious. Like, I just feel like jittery. I don't really.
Well, I know with meeting new people, it's not always easy to open up to them. Some people fear different things about being judged or saying the wrong thing. You don't have to worry about that in this session. My goal is to just talk about you and what you're feeling and what you really want to talk about. No need to worry. Just relax. You can take a couple of deep breaths. Yeah. How does that make you feel?
I feel a little bit better. I feel a little more calm.
Okay.
A little bit. I think I might be ready to talk about maybe one thing.
Okay. So that one thing, you need to tell me about something that happened great in your week this week, something that happened that made you happy this week?
Wow, people usually don't ask me about happy things. They always ask me what's wrong. Wow, okay. If I can even find a positive to highlight. I mean, this week I went to work every single day, and I wasn't late.
Oh, that's
I'm usually
wonderful.
late because I need to get my iced coffee in the morning. So yeah, I guess being punctual, as my boss would say, that they keep ragging on me for.
Okay, I know how important that can be to the job place with being on time for work. So that's very good that you were able to set that goal for yourself and be able to go to work on time. How did that make you feel of going to work on time?
I mean, I can tell you how my boss felt. She was happy and was not even expecting that kind of behavior from me. So that didn't make me feel too good. But I mean, looking at it through my own eyes, I mean, I was kind of proud. I mean, clocking in at 7:59 or on the dot 00. I didn't think that was kind of possible. The past couple of weeks, I've been kind of struggling, and being depressed has not been easy to wake up in the morning.
I understand.
So I was proud of myself. I guess that's a positive thing.
That's great to feel proud of yourself. Not everybody are able to accomplish things like that. So you should feel proud of yourself for doing that. Now, I did hear you say earlier that you've been feeling depressed lately. If you can go back in time, do you think there's anything that's causing you to be depressed?
I mean, what makes me happy? That's the real question. I think that, honestly, I have been smoking a lot of weed, so although it's been helping with my anxiety, it could be making me depressed. I mean, getting too comfortable and too relaxed might be letting me slip into that. I don't know. I just smoke and I feel better.
So it sounds like smoking is one of your coping skills with depression?
Yeah, and especially with the anxiety. I mean, especially in the mornings when I wake up with my depression, it usually happens if I don't smoke the night before, only because I have these awful nightmares and these night terrors where I wake up in a panic. So if I smoke before I go to bed, I don't dream. So then when I wake up, it's a blank slate, and I don't have something to automatically be upset about or depressed about, because I'm just reminded of my life.
So the smoking is helping you cope with the depression in some form.
Yeah.
Of not having the nightmares and the tremors and being panicky when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so what are some other coping skills that are helping you deal with this depression?
Well, what every other therapist tells you to journal. I've tried it before when I was younger, and it's worked. I bought a journal, so I was taking the steps to be better. I haven't written in it, I just have it. So does that count as a coping skill, just having it?
Well, you did say that, you did it before and you kind of stopped, so it seems like it didn't work for you, something that you just stepped to the side because you felt like it wasn't no use to you, am I correct?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Alrighty, so outside of journaling and smoking, do you have any hobbies that can get your mind off of stressing?
Working out is a lot of work, running, but I enjoy walks sometimes.
Now, I've heard that is a great stressing mechanism where walking or running, sweating all of those things out that it's going on throughout your day. You're able to think when you're walking and running. I heard that's a great coping mechanism for depression.
Wow, I've never heard that.
Yeah, so that sounds like that's something great that'll help you with that. How often do you exercise?
Oh God, not a lot, not as much as I'd want to say I do. I'll be honest, probably once every 2 weeks.
Okay. How do you feel about when you're exercising? Does it give you any certain emotional thoughts does it give you time to think about what happened during your day, what made you possibly depressed, or what made you happy? Does it allow your mind to open up when you're working out?
I mean, kind of. I have some happy thoughts. I hate the way I look, and I really am not comfortable in my body. So it kind of makes me feel positive for 30 seconds. Okay. 30 seconds and then that's it. But
any positive is better than no positive, so that's great progress, that it makes you feel a certain way. I can see that, how that makes you feel good about yourself, that you're, even in that 30-minute time frame, hey, I'm doing something to work on my body and my goals. It doesn't, sometimes progress for some people looks different to others. It can be overnight. It could be a course of 6 months, 2 years, 3 years. You just never know. It's best just to go at, your own pace and see the progress later.
I feel like that's good to hear, because I feel like I'm constantly just worried that if I do one or two things and I don't see any progress or results, I'm just like, oh, screw it. What am I doing? Why am I even doing it? And then it just bleeds back to being depressed. And then it just, I try to do all these things and they're all unfulfilled.
So it sounds like that when you overthink about those things, is not happening right away, but losing weight, that it caused some emotional triggers. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
So it caused you to be very emotional when you think about, okay, I'm not getting to where I am and it's just not working out for me, and it causes you to overthink.
Lots of overthinking, lots of emotions, which obviously the overthinking would lead to the anxiety. Yeah, it's just like a complete whirlwind.
Tell me about the emotions. Is it happy, sad, angry, mad? Tell me about those.
Well, definitely anger and sadness towards myself and my body. Um, Anxiety, I feel in my head. And then my stomach just kind of goes in knots, and it's just overall, I feel sick. I'm sick to my stomach. Ugh.
Have you ever considered watching any TV shows or something that makes you laugh during the week?
Laugh?
Yeah, some comedy movies or comedy TV shows that you can consider watching that probably help you get a little bit of humor during the week instead of being thoughts of being stressed.
It's funny. Sometimes I'll get stuck on my phone and I'll be going through videos and I see a bunch of Ellen videos, and I'm not the kind of person where I watch TV and videos and I laugh because I don't think much is funny unless you're actually funny.
Okay.
But she actually makes me laugh, and she has a lot of good videos, and I really am kind of taking a liking to her.
Okay.
So I feel like that's something that actually I see. I didn't even think about that until you brought that up.
I saw you light up right there. I saw you have a big smile talking about Ellen. I kind of saw your shoulders get heightened. So it seems like watching her, it makes you really happy.
Yeah, she's super inspirational. She's always giving back to people. I feel like they talk about heavy stuff, and I always cry because I get all emotional because she always gives people good things and good things happen and stuff like that, and it just kind of distracts me. I guess you're right. I guess maybe that is one of my hobbies. I don't know, but I guess it does make me happy.
Do you think that watching Ellen can help you throughout your week when your mind is beginning to get overwhelmed or too emotional about a certain thing? You think that watching Ellen really helps?
I think so. It really does seem like the only thing, because I've tried to watch other videos. I've tried to watch the Nature Channel, my friends, even going out, stand-up comedy, anything, and it just doesn't work.
Well, it's great that it's always important to have that one thing that helps you kind of escape what you're feeling at the time, or escape the emotions that may be overcrowding you, to kind of step back and really figure out, hey, this is what's going on. But to be able to go to a place like watching Ellen, you're not able to think about those things at the moment, and it helps you kind of de-stress.
I think so, yeah. I could agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Any other coping mechanisms you would like to talk about that you want to improve on?
I really only just smoke the weed. That's really all I do. I guess I'm not going to try journaling because that doesn't work, and we obviously already figured that out. Exercise, I guess I could exercise more, and I could use that as a coping skill.
Okay, so
a positive one.
You want to increase your exercise?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
work out
sounds
more.
great. Any other things else you would like to work on during the week?
I guess I could set a goal for eating breakfast.
Okay.
Maybe starting out the day on a positive note. Really trying to put my best foot forward instead of letting the environment control me.
That's great. That's very important to change that mindset. And breakfast is one of the very most important meals of the day. It gives you that energy that you need, that extra boost that you need. It kind of puts a little, like they say, a little pep in your step,
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives you that what you need, and maybe get in the groove or get in the car and listen to some music. Trying to get that positive energy out.
I do
And
like music. Would that even be considered a coping skill?
It would be considered a coping skill. A lot of people escape to music. That's actually one of my favorite things to do. When I'm stressed, I turn on my radio or listen to one of my favorite artists.
Oh, I just thought that was something that people just like to do and they do in their free time. I didn't know that people could actually use that as a coping skill.
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great way to escape when you're feeling over-flooded with life. That is a great way where it kind of helps you de-stress. You kind of get really into the music. Some people sing and dance with the music. Some people just listen to very peaceful, calm music. I find with myself sometimes, if I'm feeling overwhelmed, I put on very peaceful, serene music because it helps my thoughts redirect into a peaceful, more situation, and it kind of calms me without even me knowing.
I didn't even
so I kind of play that throughout the day.
I didn't know that playing different kinds of music would make you feel different types of ways.
Yes, it does. It provokes different emotions.
So you're saying if I put on some slow piano music. It's gonna help maybe stop my racing thoughts or
It
my
can possibly
anger.
help you. Not everybody's the same, but it could definitely possibly help you if you try it. Would you like to make that a goal for yourself this week?
Wow. I mean, yeah, that makes sense to do. I feel like
That'd
that's
be
easy
wonderful.
enough. All I have to go is go on YouTube and put a song in, piano music, whatever, and just see how I feel, or even
Yes.
listen to the radio more. Yeah,
Yes.
that's something feasible I could do for the week.
Okay. So I would love to see the results of that, next week in the next session that, tell me how the music go. And maybe even with that, you can explore some other music genres that you maybe have never heard that kind of helps you calm. Some people even meditate with their music. That's another de-stressor and coping mechanism with stress. Meditation kind of like, I don't know too much about it, but I know that it calms you. It kind of takes your mind to another area. It kind of gets you outside of what's going on. Are you understanding that?
Yeah, would you be able to maybe get me some resources?
I absolutely
before we
can.
leave?
I absolutely can. I can look up a couple of things for you. I can even recommend some recreational activities outside of this session that could possibly be offering, the yoga
Okay.
or meditation.
Wow,
Because yoga and
yeah.
meditation kind of go hand in hand. That helps you get everything out. And they have different yogas. They have heated yoga where people like to be in the heat, or you have the normal meditation where it's just room temperature. You have an instructor there. So nowadays, there's so many opportunities when it comes to de-stressing with exercising. You did tell me earlier you love to exercise,
I
and
do.
that's a form of exercising.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, I'm probably going to use those coping skills and try that out then this week.
That is great. Anything else you would like to talk about before the session ends?
No, I mean, I don't know. I was just really uncomfortable in the beginning, and I didn't really want to talk about anything, but I feel like maybe we made some good progress. I mean, I usually don't open up with people, and this was really difficult for me, but I felt okay. I felt kind of comfortable.
I'm so glad that you're feeling so much better and more relaxed and comfortable talking with me. So I definitely look forward to speaking with you in your next session. And I hope you have a great rest of the day.
Thank you. I hope you do too. I'll see you later.
See you later. Have a great day.